Hey guys, in this video, I want to compare and contrast a maintenance vehicle of mine versus a truck that is clearly not a maintenance detailing vehicle of mine, and talk about some of the clear differences and the business differences that this ends up leading to. I think it's going to be very helpful for those of you who are pursuing this maintenance client strategy and beginning in your auto detailing business. So we're just going to be looking at the door panels here because this is just a great representation of the point I'm making here. So with this first truck here, you guys are going to notice that it is very literally not dirty at all. And so just to break down the process here, because you are going to see me detail each door panel on this truck. This particular truck is one I see on a regular basis. It is one that not only I take care of, but the owner takes incredible care of. So that is the win-win for me and my customers because they keep up with it as well. It makes my job even easier, and I have all the right tools and products to make sure it's protected and stays in that condition. The first thing you're going to be able to notice here is that I am not taking any extreme measures to clean these door panels at all. In fact, you might be thinking, I'm not taking enough measures to clean these door panels. And this is one of the amazing things about maintenance clients and really just about learning how to shift your focus in the auto detailing industry. Because this car is so clean already, I'm not even having to agitate the cleaner on the surface whatsoever. I could literally clean this entire interior, barring any small, really difficult to reach space, with a couple detailing brushes, my cleaner, and my microfiber towel, just like you're seeing me do on the door panels right now. The only time I even pull out my brush is to dust in between the buttons that move the locks up and down and the windows up and down. That's the only time I do that. The beauty here is that, like I said, I'm able to shift my focus. This is something I talk about a lot in the detailing world. I can focus on what I should be focusing on and not focusing on the things that I should not be focusing on. Guys who have detailed really dirty cars, who start seeing vehicles like this that you see in the video, have a tendency to do what I call over detailing, cleaning at a level that's just absolutely not necessary. And what you end up doing is actually, you could probably argue, you're actually wearing down the surface even more because you're cleaning something that doesn't need the aggression that you are applying to it. So when it comes to not only just the general surface area of the door panel, but the pockets and all of these things that normally take so much time because you're trying to get in the details. You got to pull your steamer out, your air compressor out, and get in between all the cracks and crevices. All of those things are completely avoidable in the maintenance detailing world. And the reason you see this profitability is because while the price decreases from a regular detail a little bit, it does not decrease linearly or in direct proportion to the way your services that are necessary to provide decrease. In other words, I can actually remove the majority of services that I have to provide in a full detail when it comes to the maintenance detail, and yet I can maintain a price point that is not all that different from a full detail. And this is how you get that equation of hyper profitability, increasing the income, and yet decreasing the amount of time spent. So you can see, even as I move to this other truck here, this farm truck, from the door panel alone, just from a visual aspect, you can see the obvious difference. Number one, the first thing you're going to notice here is the amount of tools that I'm going to pull out just to do the door panel. So the two things you see me using here are, number one, a magic eraser, and number two, my Citrus Safe Touch all-purpose cleaner from Renegade. That's the all-purpose cleaner I use in really dirty to averagely dirty situations when I need a bit more kick. And what I'm having to do here is literally use the magic eraser to strip off this thin layer, and you could say thick layer, of film, dirt, and mud that is sitting on the surface here, that is literally stuck to the door panel, making it look like the door panel is a color that it's not. When you restore it to that original color, you're almost surprised to see that that gray that you were seeing is not what it's supposed to look like. When I get done with that, I then have to literally rinse the door panel with my steamer. In fact, I would argue there's no way to attack this kind of vehicle without a steam cleaner and probably even an extractor, though this particular truck is an exception because there's no cloth and no carpet, not even on the floorboards there. So not only do I have to clean it at an incredibly aggressive and high level when it comes to the chemical I'm using and the tool I'm using, but I literally have to rinse the entire surface because cleaning it alone is not enough, and I have to rinse it not just with any old tool or any old water. It's got to be that high-pressured, high-powered, really hot steam. Now, as I continue down this door panel, what you find is that my time really starts to get sucked up in the details. And this is one of the biggest pitfalls of having customers like this and only like this on a regular basis versus the maintenance detail door panels that you just saw. Not only is it obviously going to take an incredibly aggressive and time-consuming approach, but as you get into the details, and really what you're going to see me focus on are the little cup holder pocket at the bottom of the door panel here. This is what I call like the biggest time suck in the detailing world, because you are walking a very fine line of trying to, number one, clean it, but number two, trying to distinguish between what is actually cleaning this cup holder in this pocket and what is trying to repair damage, and how long it takes you to figure out what is a cleaning issue and what is a damage issue. So while thus far the only thing you've seen me pull out is my steamer, magic eraser, microfiber towel, and the chemical cleaner, you're about to see me not only implement all of those things, but now I have to reach for another tool. That is my drill brush, because I have to have that much of an aggressive type cleaning job here. The other thing you're going to see is that it takes me like probably 4 to 5 passes to actually get this pocket done. And that's what I'm talking about walking the line between fixing something and then detailing something, and having to literally go through this process in order to figure out what the difference is. You end up shooting yourself in the foot because you will realize 10 minutes in that those 10 minutes were actually wasted on something that is not going to be fixed. Outside of that, there is no such thing as taking a one-pass hit to something like this, because you are never going to get it in one pass. You keep going back for more, back for more, back for more, and time inevitably slips away from you in a way that you really don't realize is going to happen until you've been there for an hour and you look up and realize, man, I'm not even to the vacuuming stage yet. I'm still hitting the door panels because they've taken this long. And these are just some of the reasons why I talk about targeting maintenance clients so often, because it really is the strategy that's going to build profitability in the detailing business. And you can see that in this comparing and contrasting. So guys, if you want to figure out the top 10 tools and products that I use to start my auto detailing business, go below and grab that free guide in the YouTube description box, because it is going to save your wallet and help you start in the auto detailing world. And if you're wondering about any of the tools or the products that I used in this video, go below in the YouTube description box. There will be links to all of those things. Guys, thank you so much for watching. And as always, from Luke here at Wilson Auto Detailing, keep working hard, and I will see you guys in the next video.